So the ingredients for making this dal would be, I've taken one medium sized onion which has been finely chopped, two small or one large tomato which has been finely chopped, 4-5 cloves of garlic, and 1 inch of ginger, all finely chopped. You can use ginger garlic paste instead. Green chilies, these are entirely optional. I'm not going to use them, but if you want, then you can also finely chop them and use it at this stage. So this is half a cup of yellow and half a cup of red split dal which has been washed and soaked for at least 15 to 20 minutes. I'm making it for a family of 4, but you can adjust according to your needs. For this dal, I'm using 2 small size courgettes or zucchini which have been peeled and diced into just some medium sized pieces. I mean, you can leave the skin on if you like, but I've just peeled the skin off because it's quite thick. So in terms of dry spices, I'm only going to use about 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. For the spices, otherwise I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon or 1.5 teaspoons of Kashmiri red chili depending upon your taste, 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, and just 1/4 of teaspoons of garam masala. These are all indicated by your likes, and if you like it more spicier, you can increase the amount of spices. For this amount of dal, I'm going to use about 2.5 cups of water depending on how thick or running consistency you want for your dal, and some oil for tempering in the beginning. So in a pressure cooker, I'm just going to put about 2 tablespoons of oil. This is any vegetable oil you can use. You can also use ghee instead if you like. Once the oil is a bit hot, I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, For all my dals, I do put a pinch of asafoetida powder. This is just helps in digestion because the dals can give you a lot of gas sometimes. So if you want, you can. Next goes, now they're spluttering, so next goes our ginger and garlic. As I said, you can use a paste instead if you like. Make sure your ginger and garlic are nicely cooked. You don't want to brown them, but make sure that they are cooked for a minute or 2. After that, I'm just going to put these onions. We just want the onions to become translucent. We don't want them to turn brown, because otherwise it will make the color of the dal look brown as well, which we do not want. So the onions are getting a bit translucent and soft. I'm going to put my tomatoes here, and we have to cook them till they are nice and soft, and it just becomes like a pasty consistency. And you can, when you see the oil coming on the top, that's the point where we will add our spices. It's okay, मैं show करूँगी. This is about 1 teaspoon of salt, and it depends upon your taste and liking. About half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, and 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. We'll put the garam masala in the end and give them a nice mix. We've had 2 whistles now, so I'm going to let it rest. We have turned off the cooker. I'm going to let it rest for a few minutes till the steam is all come up, and then we'll open the cooker and I'll show you. So this has rested for about 10 minutes and I've just opened the lid, and this is how it looks. It looks really nice. So I'm just going to take this out. This dal goes really nice with rice, and this is quite good. I mean, my kids just love this because serve it like this, but if you want it to look like a restaurant style dal, so we are just going to make it a dal tadka. So in a pan, I'm just going to take about 2 teaspoons of, this is desi ghee. So in this desi ghee, I'm just going to put about a 1/4 teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder and a just bit of pinch of garam masala. Mix it nicely, make sure it doesn't burn because we don't want the color to get altered. We want this red color to come up on our dal, and you can see it's nice and hot now. So I'm just going to pour this. I'm just going to pour this ghee on the top of my dal. And just spread it over nicely, and this becomes our dal tadka. We're going to garnish this with some coriander leaves. That's it, it's all ready to be served. Do let me know if you like this dal recipe.